Hello and welcome. My name is Sarah McLean and I am happy to be meditating with you. Today I wanted to talk about transcendence. You might have heard the word transcendence in regard to meditation, and I want to talk about what it is and how natural it is and why in meditation it feels so good. So usually as we walk through the world, we have the exterior world as our point of reference. We see and smell and taste and touch and feel our way through the world. We identify ourselves by where we live and who we're married to, how many times we've been divorced, how many brothers and sisters we have, what our degree is, what kind of health issues we've dealt with, what our hobbies are. We usually are identified by our roles and our responsibilities and our relationships, which all have to do with the exterior world, that world out there that we relate to. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but we leave out a lot of other relations, like what's going on inside us. Who are we without these roles? Who are we outside of these relationships? Who am I outside of my numbers and my letters? Transcendence is an experience that happens in meditation. There are many experiences you can have. Many of them have to do with releasing stress, but transcendence is an experience that happens where there's no thought, there's no sense of the exterior world. It's all silent awareness. And it's not a dull experience. It's a very alive experience, and it's very nourishing. Now, every one of us transcends every single day. I should say every single one of us transcends every single night. Because when you sleep, you're having the experience of transcendence. When you sleep, you settle down into a very rested state. And you lose track of where you are, what time it is, who's around you, what you're wearing, your roles, your responsibilities. It's a wonderful break from our engagement with the world out there. And in meditation, that same transcendence happens. But there's a difference between when you meditate and you sleep. Though they both include transcendence, in the sleep state, you're in a very dull state of awareness. There is no awareness of any one thing. Now, this is different in dream state, but in sleep state, there's no awareness. So if someone walked in the room and called your name, it might take a few minutes or a few times for them calling your name for you to hear them and respond. Now, the transcendence experience when you're meditating is an aware state. Though you're not aware of the externals unless they call you. You'd be in this deep, rested, transcendent state, transcendent of the time and space modalities. But if someone called your name and you were meditating, you certainly would hear them. You certainly would gather your attention and respond to them. So there is a difference. Although they're both very restful for the mind and body, and both very regenerative and rejuvenative, there's a difference. Though there's a lot of similarities. One of the similarities is it's very natural. You cannot think your way into sleep. If you've ever tried it, you know it's impossible. You cannot think your way into this transcendent experience in meditation because it doesn't involve stopping thinking, or it doesn't involve an effort at all. In fact, meditation in general, as well as sleep and other natural experiences that the body has, they are natural. They do not require any effort on your part. What you do have to do, however, is set yourself up to succeed. Just like at night you shut the lights off and lie down in a certain position and relax your body. With meditation, you have to close your eyes, have this willingness to turn off the exterior noise and do the practice. And yes, just like sleep, there are difficult moments where you're releasing stress or you're dealing with stress that takes a moment to settle down, but it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. So today, I'm going to teach you a simple mantra practice. Mantra simply means instrument for the mind. This mantra practice is one that's been around for thousands of years. It's a mantra that's in Sanskrit, an ancient language, and this mantra is to be used silently. I've been using this one for, 20-something years, and if you think of a mantra like a vehicle, I think of it like a boat that takes me from the waking state, this active state where my mind is constantly evaluating and reporting and having a conversation and having a reactivity mode. It takes me from that state of consciousness to the island of peace, to the island of transcendence. And so the mantra simply is a vehicle. And when we use this mantra, we're going to use it silently, without any effort. Meditation is effortless. It's an effortless type of attention. Just like the attention that my dog has when she's looking out in the backyard, just waiting and watching. Gentle and alert. And that's all you need. It's your gentle attention and this natural experience of settling down. Now, every meditation begins with getting comfortable. And in meditation, in this one, I'm going to suggest you sit up. Actually, in most meditations, I suggest you sit up. It helps with the integration of that deep rested state with your activity. So sit up and get comfortable. Give yourself some slow, long, deep breaths through your nose. And then let your breath return to its natural rhythm. Remember why you're meditating. Remember the intention you have for sitting here, being guided into a meditation practice. This intention is different for everyone. Just allow yourself to rest your attention on your intention. And then let that go. And closing your eyes and breathing naturally through your nose, letting go of your intention. Let's begin to relax. Relax the body. Relax your face. Relax your back and your belly. Relax your hips. And allow this moment to be one of comfort, safety, and support. Feel the support of the cushion or the chair, wherever you're sitting. And welcome everything you feel right now, whether a sensation or an emotion. Welcome everything you hear, whether it's a sound out there or the sound of your own heartbeat or breath. Allow your attention to focus on your breath, the ever-present breath that is always an anchor to this present moment. Throughout this practice, there's no need to effort. There's no need to try. There's no need to evaluate or judge your experience. Your only job is to focus on this mantra, and I'll teach it to you now. With your eyes closed, you can repeat with me the word Shreem, S-H-R-I-M. Shreem, Shreem, Shreem. Now you can whisper it. Shreem, Shreem, Shreem. And now think it silently to yourself without moving your tongue or your lips. The repetition of this mantra is very gentle and relaxed. There's no need to enunciate or force it or concentrate. You're simply listening to it like an internal chant. Whenever you notice your attention drifting away to a thought, an idea, some to-do lists, just gently return your attention once again back to the sound of this mantra. Shreem. You'll always think it from now on in meditation rather than say it. It will always be used silently. If you notice you're waiting for something to happen, treat this as you would any other thought. And if you notice you're trying to create a rhythm or attach it to your breath, let that go too. Just allow the repetition to occur naturally, starting again anytime you notice your attention is drifted away. Be sweet to yourself and don't try too hard. I'll keep track of the time, ringing the bell every 10 minutes. Take your attention off the mantra. Take your attention off your breath. And simply sit in the stillness with your eyes closed. Some people even like to lie down during this rest period. It's important to take a couple of minutes to move from the realm of meditation and transcendence to the world of activity. So with your eyes closed, simply enjoy the stillness, and I'll keep track of the time. You can give yourself some deeper breaths through your nose and stretch a little. And with your eyes closed or open, either way, you move into activity slowly. When you are ready to open your eyes, do so first with a downward gaze, then open your eyes all the way. When you're ready, no rush. And while you're coming out slowly, I just want to say that never judge the subjective experiences that you have in meditation. Never judge your meditation by them, because subjectively we cannot know transcendence. We cannot know our experience without thought. So transcendence is something that quite often we're not aware of until after it's over. And it can be so fleeting that it may never even be aware that it even happened, kind of like the on and off of a fluorescent light. We don't perceive the off. We only perceive the on when the light is turned on. So with transcendence, it can be that subtle and that fleeting, so we never need to judge whether or not it happened. How you know your meditation is working and how you know that you're having a deeper relationship with your own being is how life shows up, how your world is as you interact with it. Because when you make the changes and change your reference point to that of your own soul, the whole world will reflect that and give you opportunities to see the differences in your own life. So when you're ready, open your eyes, enjoy your day, and thank you again for meditating with me